Hello and welcome to this edition of the Ferrell Phelps Show. We're coming to you live all the way in Germany with none other than Princess MiMi. Welcome to the show, Princess MiMi.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You know, I have been so excited to interview you. And needless to say, I've come all the way from the United States of America to actually visit with this beautiful princess and to learn more about her. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Today is a very nice weather, so we are lucky. There's no rain.
Yes, we're very lucky there's no rain because we've moved this location a couple of times. But we finally landed here in front of the amazing castle with Princess MiMi. You know, I want to learn a little bit more about you, and I want the world to know a little bit more about Princess MiMi. Now, you started off in a very small town,
Yes, village. Yeah.
village in India.
Yes, this is by the north of India, and that is in the border of India and Burma. That's why I look different
Mm-hmm.
than the Indian people.
Okay, okay. And now, how did you actually end up in Germany?
Yeah, firstly, it was always my dream to be in foreign countries.
Okay.
And when I was small, I always used to dream about one day to be in foreign country.
Yes, yes. And so now, one of the things that I know about you is that you started off in a small village, of course, but then you had a plight, you had a goal. You watched your mom at a very early age
Yes.
carry your brother around who was actually ill,
Yes, very ill.
and he needed medical attention.
Yes.
And your mother would literally carry him on the back of her shoulders for
50 miles.
50 miles just to get a shot to help him live.
Yes.
And that kind of started the journey of your life
Yes.
because you saw that and you wanted to help other people. But you did many other things before you got to the place of actually helping other people. Now, from what I understand, you have been a realtor,
Yes.
you sing, you're an author.
Yeah, these are my. Sometime later, it comes to the addition to my hobbies. Yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, but you play chess.
Yes, also.
So, so not only is she a beautiful woman, but she does many different things. Now, your goal right now is to certainly raise money for your organization
Yes.
because you have a goal in mind for a hospital
Yes.
to help other people who are not able to get medical attention in your
Village.
village.
Yes.
And so tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, this is about the small village which is in a forest, like.
Okay.
And so they have so much of difficulties to go to the town to get medicine.
Medical? Okay.
Yes. So then I thought to myself, because I remember when I was young, like you told, about my mother who have to carry my
Your brother. Yes.
such a long way just for one injection.
Now, we're trying to learn a little bit more about who MiMi is and all of this good stuff, so we're excited to know what that is. Now, we talked about you wanting to help others. You actually became a nurse
Yes,
in order to try and help the people that were in your village as well.
yes. Because as my father died, he's suffering from cancer. And so we don't have any medicine to help him, or like I said, not even an injection to relieve the pain. So I thought, and it hurt me a lot that there is nothing, no help.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, when I grown up, then I would like to be a nurse. And so as I was 14 years old when I left my hometown, my village,
Okay.
or my state. And then I went to my other sister who is in another state,
Okay.
and there I got training.
Okay. Now, was that training to become a nurse?
Yeah, to become a nurse.
To become a nurse.
Yes. So it takes 3.5 years. And after that, then I have to go to. After that, I was working another 3 years there in India. It's a part of India, but it's also tribal, like our people, Mizo
Okay.
people. And more or less the same kind of culture, but they have totally different language, and
Okay.
it is all spoken in English. And at that time, I couldn't speak English.
Okay. Okay. And you know what I noticed about you that you don't mind a challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
she doesn't mind a challenge. So you said you didn't speak English, but you've definitely learned English at,
Yes,
at
I have to.
at this point. Yeah, and not only that, but you German, needless to
Yes,
say. So you don't mind a challenge now. And when we talk about challenges, we know that you have a big challenge right now to
yes,
raise money for the hospital that you want to
yes,
take back to this village to help other people. What are
yes.
some of the things that you're doing in order to make that happen?
Yeah, for example, I started to learn the songs.
Okay.
Actually, I never sing, so I don't even know how to, like other people,
Mm-hmm.
they are singing from since they are young.
Right.
But I just started to learn the song, and then also I start making my own songs. And so we even made an CD.
A
It was
CD.
a lot of struggle
And
for
you
me.
know what? And you know the good thing is I've actually had an opportunity to listen to MiMi's CD, and when I listen.
Sunday morning up with the love. I think I'll take her walking the park. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day.
That she's singing actually, and so we're in the car, and Mimi puts the CD on, and I'm like, that sounds very familiar. That's an American song. That's Dolly Parton. What do you? And you sang
Thank you.
it beautifully, and
Thank
so
you.
I was really blessed by getting to hear that. And you have several other songs on the CD as well.
Yes.
Now we're using this CD to actually promote all the sales
Yes.
from the CD will actually go to the organization to help
Yes.
fund the hospital that Mimi ultimately wants to build in her village to help other people there. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yes, so I make this, this is in German. This means two worlds. And so because I'm living in a totally different place and different kind of life, so it's matching with my
With her life,
city,
yeah.
yeah, and also with my life. And so also my biography. I have written also my biography, and this is also then, it's also called Two Worlds.
Yeah, and you know
Living
what?
in Two Worlds.
Living in Two Worlds. So that is the title of the CD, actually living in
Worlds,
in two
yeah.
worlds. And we titled it. Mimi titled it that because she actually has lived in two worlds,
Yes.
coming from a very small village that was very desolate, like a jungle,
Yes.
basically, from what I've understood, and then coming into where you are now, Germany. So
Yes.
you've actually lived in two worlds.
Yes.
And now that you're in this world, you're
Yes.
trying to help the people back in that world
Yes.
through what you are doing with your organization. And certainly this CD is one of those things that's being promoted so that you can go back and help those people.
Yes.
Now, not only, you have so many talents.
Thank you.
And as we were going down the list and I was reading her biography, I was like, Mimi, you got too much stuff going on. I don't know if we can get it all in one show. But obviously that's what we're trying to do. Now, not only do you sing, you were a realtor, you play chess, you were a restaurateur. I mean, you've done it all.
Yes,
You-
because I have to train myself to do the good work in my hometown or in my state, so that I can have a lot of experience as much as I can, so that I can help also other people. Then I would know how to do it better or whatever.
Yes,
So
yes.
I needed all this experience to be able to help.
So all the experience is actually paying off right now.
Yes.
Because you're going to just take all this experience right back to the village and try and help those people. Now, one of the things I want to mention is that we're talking about her building a hospital in that village. This is going to be a free hospital
Yes.
to actually help the people that are in the village that Mimi came from. So this hospital is going to be free. Now, there's been land actually that's been given or donated as well.
Yes, this is we inherited from our father,
Okay.
and so now we donated for this hospital.
Okay, so the land donated from your dad. You
From
guys
my
inherited
families, yeah.
from your family. You're giving that land back to
Yes.
the villagers so that this hospital can be built and they
Yes.
can be helped
Yes.
because they did not have health care in that village. And so now you're making a difference with that.
Yes, so that's what I'm trying to do, and but now we need a lot of money to be able to build the hospital, and so we are trying to. I'm trying to do everything what I can to be
Yes.
able to build this hospital there.
Yes, yes. And when you talk about doing everything that you can, we know that you have the CD, which is awesome. You guys should buy the CD. Again, the proceeds will go to help build the hospital, and it's going to be a free hospital. So the people that are coming there will not have to pay because they really can't afford that type of health care.
Yes.
And so you have some doctors involved in this as well.
Yes, we also have an organization here in Germany, and this is if people donated to our organization, they don't have to pay the tax.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll encourage more people to give because
Yes.
they won't have to pay tax on those donations
Yes.
and everything too.
And the same organization, we also make it in India, in my state. And we already have also 3 doctors. They are also doing together with us. I'm
Awesome.
very happy. And so I think it will be maybe one day successful. Yeah?
Very successful. And you just have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting.
Yes.
And you're used to doing that. To think about a young girl coming from a village, and I think at the age of 14,
14, yes.
you actually left that village and began to try to make a difference in your own life
Yes.
with what you're doing. So we know that you're a fighter. And so, yeah, we're going to have to keep on fighting so that we can make these things come to pass. Now,
Yes.
not only do you have the CD, but you've written a book
Yes.
as
oh.
well. So the book, man, it's going to be really interesting. You gave me a little bit of the information, and as I was reading a little bit of your information, I'm like, wow, MiMi has a very interesting story. When you talk about 2 worlds,
Yes.
and you get to find out more about those 2 worlds when you get this book. Now, the book is going to be ready when?
Yeah, it's going to be ready this next month, finish. And it's going to be, now it is translated in German, and it's just finished. And so the next we are going to translate in English, and later on in Spanish, and then later in Hindi.
Wow. So there's no excuse for nobody to not. I mean, everybody across the board will be able to read this book, being that it's translated into so many different languages. I want the first copy.
Yeah, sure, you will be the first one.
All right. I want a signed, autographed copy from Princess MiMi. Now, I want to ask you, how did you get the title of Princess of Carnival?
Yeah, one day I went to, for invitation. There was an evening for a Western party, and there was a man who watches me, and I was thinking why he was looking at me all the time,
Right.
And at the end of the evening, he came to me and asked me if I want to be a princess.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, okay, I will think about it. I was surprised because I've never been asked.
Right.
Would you like to be a princess? This is for me suddenly so surprised.
Yes.
And so I said, okay, what do I have to do as a princess? And then he told me, yes, I have to go to like a different representative for the club.
Yes.
And so anyway, he also have to first ask other people in the club. And so everybody have to agree.
Okay, so basically they have to vote for you
Yes.
in order for you to become a
Yes.
princess of Carnival.
Yes. So this was very good for me, so that I can publicity with all this aim that I have. And it was very, very good. I was then in radio and also a lot of newspaper, and this was very good for me.
It was very good. In fact, I got to see a lot of those newspaper articles, a lot of video, of course, as I was doing my research for you, and you were all over the place.
Yes.
I'm like, how can one woman be all over the world like MiMi? It was so fascinating to me as I began to learn more about your story and all of that good stuff. Now, not only are you the Princess of Carnival, but you actually got the title twice.
Yes.
Which
I was
actually made
2
history
times
because
there.
that had never been done before.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was very surprising for me because it seems they like how I do, how I
Right.
did. So, and then later on, even now, I still have another title, which is Honorable Princess. So this
Okay.
is going to be, it helps also for my advertisement, for all
Yes.
this. My main aim and the purpose is for this hospital to be
Right.
built.
Right. So the beautiful thing is, because you have a wonderful platform of being princess, you get to use that title to
Yes.
help the people back in your country
Yes.
to build this hospital.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about this woman right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're selfless, and I
Thank
think
you. I give my best.
you give your best, and your best has me all the way in Germany from the United States to interview you.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Because I really appreciate.
And thank you for hosting me, and you've done a wonderful job too. Now, when we talk about the book, Mimi,
Yes.
and living in two worlds,
Yes.
how will people actually get to purchase your book?
Yes, we have an internet site,
Okay.
and this we can put it later on in writing so that
Okay.
people can write it down.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it will be
Lengthy?
too quick. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
So this is called MiMi minus medical improvement.
Okay, okay, and that same information is going to actually be at the bottom of the screen,
Yes.
so that we can get that out to everybody so they can see exactly what she's doing and how they can acquire that book when it comes out. It's going to be out pretty soon because we're almost there.
Yes.
Now remember, she said she's giving me the first copy.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting the first copy of that book. I want it
Sure.
autographed and everything. So I'm really excited about it, Mimi. Is there anything else that you want the world to know about Princess Mimi and what you're doing right now?
Yeah, right now, like I said, I was preparing all the music and autobiography and everything what I can. Also talking with people, visiting there and there to collect the things that maybe they can contribute.
Yes.
We will be very happy if anybody who wants to be a
Contributor and make donations. Yeah.
make donation or member of our club, we will be very, very happy.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about the fact that you have members of the club that can help you along the way. We're going to talk a
Yes.
little bit more about that when we come back. You guys stick around. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Sky Trues Custom Eyewear has taken the world by storm. In only 8 months, Sky Trues has gained the eyes of many, including celebs like Big Sean, Little Flip, Destiny's Child, Soulja Boy, just to name a few. Through custom design, Sky Trues can put your imagination on your frames. I bring to you the next big thing in Houston, Sky Trues, created by Golden Boy, the musician, the artist, the entrepreneur, and grassroots marketing genius. Be inspired. Sky Trues, custom designed frames. Sky Trues!
Women invest a lot of valuable time in their stylish chair, creating and maintaining a polished image. Having been in the beauty industry for over 35 years, I have witnessed this investment firsthand. Hi, my name is Elizabeth Jackson and I'm the owner of Interactive Hair Studio. I love doing hair, I love being creative, I love giving someone options. Through the years, I began to notice how much time was being spent threading needles during the weaving process. In salons everywhere, clients were threading needles for their stylists to save time instead of relaxing and enjoying the experience. We had to use towels and sometimes mannequin heads or oftentimes your own clothes where you thread a lot of needles and you just have them ready so you can move faster. I knew that this was not the kind of experience that I wanted to provide for my clients, so I created a better way. The Easy Needle Multi-Threader is designed to make the weave installation process faster and easier, all in 5 simple steps. All you have to do is secure the Easy Needle Multi-Threader to a surface, insert the cushions into the unit, slide the needles into the cushions, place your thread onto the dowel, and thread your needles with the Easy Needle Threader. Stylists who use this product will never have to thread another needle in between weaving again. With the Easy Needle Multi-Threader, they can save time, save money, increase their clientele, and provide a wonderful experience for their clients.
Right here in the beautiful Germany.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Yes, Stuttgart, Germany. Now, we have so much to talk about.
Yes,
So much to talk about. Now, you are actually the Princess of Carnival.
yes.
Yes, and not only
Unexpectedly.
the Princess of Carnival, and you've actually gotten that title twice,
Yes.
from what I understand.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, twice. Now, you do many things. This is just one of the things that MiMi does, but you do so many things, you know, and I've learned so much about you after reading your bio and all of your information, which
Yeah.
was limitless. There was so much that this woman does. I could not believe the list of it when I saw it. But MiMi, one of the things that you're most proud of course,
Yes.
is having the title of Princess of Carnival
Yes.
twice, which actually makes history because no one has won twice
Yes.
like you have. What does that feel like for you?
Yeah, this was very surprising for me. So, you know, I try to give my best to do the right thing, the right things to do. So I was giving my best, and it seems like the people like it. So that's what I get to this second time.
And you know what the good thing is, the best. You're giving your best. You gave your best. And if you had not, you would not be who you are right now. The reigning princess twice, the Princess of Carnival. So that's pretty exciting in itself. Now you're using that platform to do exactly what?
Yes, I wanted to build a hospital in my state, which is called Mizoram. And this is by the North India, and it's in the corner of the world, so to say, yes. But I mean, they are in my heart, so I would like to do everything what I can.
To help them. Now that's a very small village basically that you came from, and
Yes.
from what I've understood, the health care in that community is very limited.
Yes.
And you wanted to make a difference by creating a hospital
Yes.
back in your home country to help the villagers that are still there, because you yourself experienced what it's like not to have health care when you witnessed
Yes.
your mother taking your young brother to get help and having to walk for miles with him on her
Yes.
back just to get a shot when he was as he was going through having malaria
Yes.
as a young boy. So because of that experience, you wanted to go back and make a difference in the world.
Yes, that's what I would love to do it, and this is my dream. And it will be very, very nice if we can get success to do that. But I cannot do it alone, so I need a lot of people who are doing with me and also contribute and be a member in our club. So this will be real good.
Good, be real good. Now I know you have a passion for this
Yeah.
because you want to see it happen, and you're doing many things to make this come to pass.
Yeah.
One of the things that you did that really surprised me, you guys, not only is she a beautiful woman, but guess what else she does? She sings. MiMi actually sings and has a beautiful voice. And as I was listening to your CD, I actually got to hear an American song, which shocked me. I'm like, I'm all the way in Germany, and I'm getting to hear an American song. And the song was by one of the artists that's most popular in the U.S. yes, that's Dolly Parton. And this particular song was called Islands in the Springs. And as I heard MiMi sing this song, I'm like, wait a minute. I recognize that song. That's from the United States. What are you doing? But it was a beautiful song, and I just really appreciate it. But there are several other songs on the CD, and you actually wrote those songs as well.
Yes, I was thinking, what I could do, and to make this possible for this clinic. You can say a hospital is maybe a little too big right now, but then we will start to do it step by step.
Yes.
So, and for that, I need to do something which maybe we can sell it, and
Right.
that the people who are buying, they are
The CD.
contributing to this our project. So this will be really, really.
Yeah, it'll be really, really
will make me
good.
very happy. Yeah.
And so we're so excited about it because this CD, the proceeds will actually go to the organization that will help raise money to make this hospital come to life. And this
Yes.
hospital is going to be back in the village where MiMi originally came from, as we make these things happen. So we're really excited about that, MiMi, and I'm
Yes.
excited about seeing what you're going to do, and I know big things are going to come your way.
Yeah, so I hope very much that everybody would like to take part with us, and
make it happen, right?
yes.
All right, you guys stick around. We'll be back in just a moment with more of the Ferrell Phelps Show as we interview the wonderful Princess MiMi. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ride it together, making love with each other, let's do it. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other, from one lover to another, oh yes, sail away with me. Ooh. All right, baby. I can sail away with me. Islands in the stream, that is what we are. We are no one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other, from one lover to another.
Tired of wasting time threading needles? What would you do with more time? Would you spend it with family, grow your business, take a class, or travel? There's a remarkable new tool available to help make your dream for more time a reality. The Easy Needle Multi-Threader was designed for weavers, seamstresses, and quilters to thread multiple needles in a fraction of the time than traditional methods. It eliminates tangles and prevents the possibility of germs and bacteria due to fallen needles and threads onto the floor. It's efficient, it's innovative, it's a time saver. Increase your productivity with Easy Needle Multi-Threader today.
Sky Trues Custom Eyewear has taken the world by storm. In only 8 months, Sky Trues has gained the eyes of many, including celebs like Big Sean, Little Flip, Destiny's Child, Soulja Boy, just to name a few. Through custom design, Sky Trues can put your imagination on your frames. I bring to you the next big thing in Houston, Sky Trues, created by Golden Boy, the musician, the artist, the entrepreneur, and grassroots marketing genius. Be inspired. Sky Trues, custom designed frames. Sky Trues!
I am so glad to be in Germany, needless to say.
Oh, thank you. I'm very happy to have you here too.
Yes, yes, yes. You are doing so many amazing things. You know, we talked earlier, Mimi, when you were telling me about your mother
Yes.
and the experience that she had when it came to your young brother and having to put him on her back in order to
Yes.
take him to get medical attention.
Yes.
And I know that broke your heart when you had to watch that all the time.
Yes, not only my mother, also other
Siblings.
Yes.
Yeah. And now,
Villagers, and I know how hard they work, and the place is very hilly area. It's going uphill, up down the hill,
Yeah.
and there is no proper street, so that it's very hard life.
right. And I remember we were talking about this, and you basically described that village as a jungle.
Yes.
That's what it was like in this small village that you actually grew up in,
Yes.
in India. And so that made it a big challenge for your mom to
Yeah.
try to get medical attention for your young brother.
Yeah.
But she did that.
Yes.
And
That's why he's still alive.
Yeah, and he's still alive. Now, malaria was one of the things that was really big in that small village. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
because in a jungle there are a lot of mosquitoes, and there are a lot of malaria up there. So this is one of the main problems.
Yes, up there. But with you getting this hospital built up there and being able to have a clinic so that they can receive medical attention, that's really huge.
Yes, I hope we will success, and I wanted to do everything what I can so that maybe one day we'll really be able to help other people. This is
Yeah.
my then I will be very, very happy.
Very, very happy. So we're excited because one of the things that Mimi has done, she's actually created a CD. And I think we mentioned that a minute ago. An awesome CD where you'll get to hear some of her music. And actually all of the proceeds will go to the cause
100% goes.
100% of the proceeds will actually go to helping build and create this hospital in the small village where she actually came from.
Yes.
That's 100% of the proceeds. And so we want you guys to get this CD. That's very important that you get this CD. So we're going to make sure we have information on the screen before the segment is over so that you'll know how to do just that. And not only that, but the book.
Yes.
The book. We can't forget the book. Mimi has also written a book. It's called Two
Worlds.
Two Worlds. And
Living in two worlds.
Living in Two Worlds. And that's simply because that's what she's done from growing up in a village. And now she's in Germany. And not only in Germany, but she is the Princess of Carnival for 2 years in a row, which is history making. And so, you've done a lot. And so the beautiful thing about accomplishing what you have accomplished is that now you have that platform. You
Yes.
have that foundation to let people know what you're doing so that you can help other people. And that's the beautiful thing about life, being able to help other people.
Yes, that's the most important thing in life, I think, to be able to help other people.
Yes.
And I enjoy doing that.
All right, welcome back to this edition of the Ferrell Phelps Show. I am so excited that you have been on the show, Mimi, and I just want to thank you for coming on board.
Thank
now,
you.
Yes, absolutely. Now, can you tell me the name of the village that you were from? I want everybody to know what that was.
Yes, the name of the village is Darlong, and this is a little bit difficult for foreigner to speak. So we are going to write it anyway. Also, it is in my autobiography.
Yes.
And so you can see it more clearly where and when and so on. In details, you can have a look in my biography. And also our internet site is MiMi medical.de.
All right. And you can certainly reach me, Ferrell Phelps, at Ferrell Phelps on YouTube. And also you can go to Let's Talk About It 12TV at gmail.com. That's Let's Talk About It 12TV at gmail.com. Or go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, simply type in the name Ferrell Phelps. You'll see a list of my shows right there for your viewing pleasure. Mimi, thank you so much for joining me on this edition of the Ferrell Phelps Show.
I thank you. You are coming from so far away, and here in Stuttgart, Germany, I'm so happy to see you, and I hope to see you again.
Well, I'm happy to be here, and I'm very thankful for the invitation. I've had a wonderful time. Wonderful, wonderful time. We at the Ferrell Phelps Show certainly appreciate this opportunity to come to Germany to speak to none other than Princess Mimi. The pleasure was all ours. You guys stay tuned and continue to check out the Ferrell Phelps Show. All right, we'll see you then.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Sollten Sie weitergehende Informationen wünschen, stehen wir Ihnen gerne zur Verfügung.